knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Purdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the bounce. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll... At the 16. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you buck.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got it.
Breaks into the open on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Touchdown, Illinois! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. It's in the tight end in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already go for it if they don't make it here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. He caught it.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Purdue! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a...
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Illinois lining up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll test the right side. Brings it to the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. The running back has it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll pitch it. Can't get into the ground. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On the move from inside his 5. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throwing right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Finds his man. It's Duck. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Boilermakers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
14.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll go up top on second and short. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figurative.